So, I wanted to make a video talking about some changes that I want to see to Windwalkers as a spec. The reason I'm making this video is because I've been right in the past before about some changes that they've done to the class. So, back in WAD, I sent in a suggestion saying, hey, it's really cool that Windwalkers have their own effigy, Zwen or whatever, but why do the other specs have Zwen too? That should be a Windwalker specific thing. I think it's a cool idea that every spec should have one. So, put Chi-Ji in for Mistweavers, and then the fucking Oxdu, Nuzao, whatever his name is, put that in for Brewmasters, and then make them do different things, not just damage or whatever. And they took that suggestion, and they actually did it. And then I also just made a suggestion last patch before they put in Tiger Eye Brew. I said, get rid of Spitting Fire Blossom, because nobody takes it, and put in Tiger Eye Brew. And look, they fucking did it, okay? So it makes me feel like that at least some of my ideas are shared within the class design over at Blizzard. So maybe I could help steer Windwalkers into like the right direction that I think they should be going into. So for the first talent tier, the first thing that I would do is all of these, well, first get rid of Eye of the Tiger. I'll get to that later though. But all of these don't do any fucking damage. This is the last arena I did before I logged off last night. So you can see Rising Sun Kick doing a fuck ton of damage, Rushing Jade Wind doing decent amount, Fist, Blackout Kick, Strike of the Windlord, all doing decent amounts of damage. Here's Chi Wave all the way down there, below Touch of Karma, which is a fucking minute-and-a-half cooldown. That's not good. It should be at least above Tiger Palm, at least, because Tiger Palm does not do shit for damage. Now the next thing that I would do differently is I would take out Eye of the Tiger, completely remove it, it's fucking boring, take Chi Orbit, and put it in its place. Because if I'm going to play, passively and passively have more damage, I at least want it to be visual. Can I at least see it? Can I have a cool animation around my character? So yeah, that's all I would do the first tier is buff all of these talents. Like they all need to do more damage and then put Chi Orbit there. And I think that would be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty cool, talent tier. For the second one, Chi Torpedo, it's decent. Tiger Celeste is obviously the best one for PvP because of roots and stuff. Like it's 100% the best, but Chi Torpedo, it's a fun talent. You can use it in PvE, and it's probably better than Tiger Celeste. And then fucking Celerity doesn't do dick all compared to the other talents. If they want it to be viable, it needs to reduce the cooldown of our Flying Serpent Kick too, not just a roll. That's the only way that I could ever see taking this over the other two options. And then for the 45 tier, Energizing Elixir is the best one here, so obviously these two need to be buffed. This has been the best one for like the entire fucking expansion. So I don't know why this expansion's been going on for what, almost a year now? When the fuck did it come out? Like September last year or something? How has it gone on this long and they haven't done anything to these talents? Like, make Power Strikes 12 seconds and you get one additional Chi. So that it at least beats Energizing Elixir when it comes to Chi regeneration, And Ascension, like 10% is not enough. It's just not. It needs to be like 20 or 25%, and then it'll be decent. So for the 60 talent tier, I like these talents. I like Ring of Peace, and I like Leg Sweep. I don't like Black Ox Statue. It's fucking stupid. Black Ox Statue looks like it's designed for, like, if you're leveling, or if you're trying to tag a bunch of mobs, because you're trying to, like, farm, transmog, whatever. I don't know. What the fuck? You're just trying to tag a bunch of mobs to aggro you. If I'm leveling, I'm going to take Leg Sweep, because it's better if I get 10 or 15 mobs stacked up, and then I can stun them all and then do my AoE burst while they're all stunned, so I'm not taking damage. And out of that, I'll like touch up Karma if I need to, and then just keep doing my AoE rotation. And that usually gets me through anything in the game, like even max level content. What I could see them doing, like something that's really cool, is like kind of like the opposite of Ring of Peace, like kind of like an Ursul's Vortex. Like let's say we replace this talent with something else called, like, I don't know, Gravitational Orb or something. And what it is you place it on the ground like you would Ring of Peace. Like, here, I'll change to it real quick. So, like, you would have, like, this little animation-looking thing. But when you put it on the ground, it puts an orb in the middle. And then, like, it still has the same radius or whatever, but it sucks people in. And then after, like, 2 seconds, it explodes and stuns everyone inside of it for, like, 3 seconds or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. That would be really cool on, like, battleground maps. That would make Windwalkers actually a decent choice to take for rated fucking battlegrounds, because nobody ever wants to take them. I think that's way more interesting of a talent design than just giving us something retarded that we're not going to use, because it's honestly better to just use Leg Sweep if I'm going to be leveling or trying to kill a bunch of mobs. For the 75 tier, it's kind of tricky. I'm not really sure what to do here to like fix it, because healing elixirs is just really strong as a talent. I'd like to see diffuse go back down to a 1 minute cooldown and not be 60% for 6 seconds, but more like, you know, back to 90% for 3 seconds. And then dampen harm can be good in some situations, but honestly, the reason nobody uses it is because we're just so used to using healing elixirs at this point that nobody wants to make the fucking conversion over, because it's essentially an extra wall. It's actually pretty good. It's an extra wall for 10 seconds or whatever. So dampen harm is actually not a bad talent. I think it's just that everyone's too used to using healing elixirs that nobody wants to swap over. So for the 90 tier, I honestly like all of these talents, but what I would like to see changed is, you know, Rushing Jade Wind stay the way it is. I like it. Like, as you can see on my damage thing, whatever, this is the last arena I did before I logged off. Rushing Jade Wind's doing decent damage. So, you know, it's my second highest ability. Zwen got nerfed, so, you know, nobody's really using it anymore. So what I think they could do to make Zwen good again is make him either a 1.5 or 2 minute cooldown. And I don't think that's that much to ask for, because 3 minutes seems like a really fucking long time for something that, you know, won't even do, now that it's nerfed, it won't even do like, you know, 5th in damage when you look at your damage meters. And then hit combo, you know, hit combos, it's an alright talent. I think it could be replaced by something a little bit better, but for now it's actually a decent talent, and I like that it, you know, reinforces the idea that as a Windwalker monk, you're a combo master, you know, like, don't press the same ability in a row and you'll get rewarded for it with more damage, you know. I think that's cool, and I think that's something unique to Windwalkers, and that's something that should stay. So I don't really have any problems with that. I want Zwen to be a lower cooldown. Rushing Jade Wind, just, you know, they have to keep a close eye on it, make sure that it's not falling behind with the other talent choices. It should be worth it for me to take Rushing Jade Wind over hit combo if I'm in like an AoE situation, you know. Like if I'm doing mythics and I want to clear it really quick, I should be able to take Rushing Jade Wind and not get beaten damage by someone that has hit combo. And for the last talent tier, we have Chi Orbit, Whirling Dragon Punch, Serenity. I like these two talents, and the reason I like them is because they do what a 100 tier talent should do. A 100 tier talent should completely change your playstyle. You know, that's why they put all of these talents or whatever up here, is because this is what a new player is going to see first. They don't want to give a new player fucking Serenity, because that's kind of an advanced thing to do. You know, it's, you know, advanced for a new player, not for someone that's been playing for as long as me or you might have been. If you've been playing for a couple of years, I've been playing for like 10, so I've been playing for a minute. But yeah, they do what a 100 tier talent should do, and that's completely change your play style and add something new. So Serenity is for like, if you want to do single target burst, it's really cool, and it's fast paced, and it's true to the Windwalker spec. Whirling Dragon Punch gives you a completely new ability basically. You get Storm, Earth, and Fire, and you get Whirling Dragon Punch, which is pretty fucking cool. The only thing I don't fucking like is Chi Orbit, because it's a lazy talent design, but here's the thing. I don't hate Chi Orbit. What I hate is Eye of the Tiger. So what I would like to see happen, Blizzard, if anyone's listening, which, you know, I have 500 subs on YouTube, so of course nobody from fucking Blizzard cares what I have to say, but what I would like to see is Chi Orbit replaced with Eye of the Tiger, and then remove Eye of the Tiger. Now, what they could do to replace Chi Orbit is give us another playstyle. So, what was the playstyle that we had last expansion that they got rid of? Tiger Eye Brew. And I know they already gave us Tiger Eye Brew as a PvP talent. Holy shit, I can't talk. But I think that would actually make more sense to replace Chi Orbit, to have Tiger Eye Brew back. So, we can choose between Tiger Eye Brew, which is like, you know, constant, consistent damage, basically. It's ramping up damage and then bursting every like 30 seconds. That's basically how Tiger Eye Brew worked. Or we could have insane AoE clears for like mythics or questing or whatever. Or we could have Serenity, which is just insane single target burst for like a short window of time. That to me would make way more sense and be way cooler than fucking Chi Orbit. But don't get rid of it, Blizzard. Don't do it. Just put it where Eye of the Tiger is. Get rid of Eye of the Tiger. Give us Tiger Eye Brew back. Put it right here. And I'll be happy. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I was gonna make this about Honor Talents too. Include Honor Talents, because I think there's some changes that could happen over there. But I'm gonna split it into 2 different videos, because if I did that, this would be a 20-minute video, and that's just too long for me, if I'm being honest. Thank you for watching. Have a fucking amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.